Kimberly, who has very kindly agreed to be today's presenter. So Kimberly, I'll hand it over to you to introduce yourself and also the content in which you'll be speaking about today.
Hi, I'm Kimberly. Very excited to be a part of this program. As a mentor for myself, I would like to be more social, just a lot more improving on my presentation. I work as an innovation lead for a CX gaming provider, working on end-to-end solution from innovation to development, the entire life cycle, mostly on Power Platform, C#, and development. Today's topic would be talking about turning innovation into end-to-end solution. I'm going to share my screen now. All right, what this is about is this is an idea I had last week. From generating an idea to innovation, I was thinking, what if I could automate my fitness schedule by having Copilot to be able to look at my work calendar and fit in a time for me to work out, either after lunch, before lunch, in between the meetings. And Copilot can also generate the workout plan based on the knowledge base that I provided to it. So yes, the idea came about using Copilot, Copilot Studio Agent, Outlook, and a workout plan. Let's move on to the demo. Here I'll be using Copilot Studio. It's very simple. What I did last week was I had this idea. I start to be in Copilot Studio and I start to chat with Copilot. I want to build an agent that can get my calendar in CT timing between 9 to 6 and book depending on what I want. It should also be able to get all my calendar events and find the suitable slot. It should also suggest the workout plan before it creates the event. Should come up with the plan, session, length, availability, and proposed time. Copilot agent must be an expert in workout, focusing on push, pull, leg, or upper, lower body day. Just a few refinement for Copilot to suggest and design before we move on to create the agent. And there you go. Within 1 minute, the suggested prompt is created. If we go to the Configure tab, we can rename it into, let's call it Workout Copilot. And change the logo. Okay, let's keep it as it is. And the description, I am fine with this. And the instructions, which can be refined with some details later. Knowledge base 2. Let's click on create. All right, the agent has loaded. First, I will go to the settings and explore some features. Yes, I want to use Gen AI. The model, let's see if we can have GPT-5 reasoning, the most advanced model. And let's keep it as it is now. There's the save button. Oh, it's here. Next, I need to add actions for Copilot to know how to create events. I'll go to the tools. Really cool thing about Copilot Studio is this can be auto call with Copilot. I'm gonna add a view like create events. These are for the calendar. I think I'll just leave it as it is for the AI to fill. I'll create another 2 more. Let's find get event. Should be this one. What this will do is it can get all your calendar events. And to be safe, in case we want to update the calendar, we can use the update event for Copilot to adjust if needed. All right, once that's done, let me go back to the overview tab to look at the instructions. I think we can add a little bit of context to improve it. And just type this in for the Copilot to better understand the content. Next, I'll give it a first try. So this should then start to look at my Teams meetings events and generate a summary of what I have for this week. Since we said in the prompt that it will be using CT timing, it should return in CT. Let's allow the connection. Okay, let's give it another try to load it first. Let's debug and go back to tools. I will see maybe something's missing. It could be another connector. Yes, this is missing. That we should be using get events for the Outlook calendar. Now let's give it another try. It should also prompt the permission first. And here I will need to choose which calendar I want Copilot to get from. It's not popping up. Let me see if I can set it in the settings. Here we can customize the Copilot to use the specific calendar. There we should have tree, and I'll set to calendar. Now I'll give it a refresh. All right, seems like we are having issues with Copilot here. It's okay, I will move to the other Copilot that was built a while ago. We have a backup. I'll start to also ask Copilot to get my events for this week. And there we have it. In this account, we have the calendar that pulls all my current meetings. And now I will say, could you plan a tree? To plan tree session for this week, preferable after 12 p.m. CT. I would prefer a push-pull leg program this quarter. What this will do is Copilot would then sorry, look at my calendar events, find the best slot, and return the workout schedule. Okay, on the left, I see it's creating events. Alrighty, something with the prompt. Let me disable this prompt first. And I'll start to ask the same question again. Ideally, it would be better to publish this to Teams, but I do not have the license for this account, so I have to test it in Copilot first. Okay, I think it's in the prompt. We need to also remove it. And give it another refresh. I'll make it into a single prompt. Now you can see Live Copilot gets the event and my availability. Now, if I go to my Teams calendar, my time zone is in GMT 8, so 3 p.m. is actually close to 9 a.m. CT. You can see that the workouts are already created by Copilot. Let's see if Copilot responds to this. And yep, it gives a general push-pull leg workout routine based on the knowledge and the nutrition guidance of the session. This would best work with a specific workout knowledge base, or even connect it to your nutrition plan, or even some kind of your workout preferences. And yes, there we have it. We have a quick 15 minutes solution created by Copilot with minimal effort.